Saddle pad technology has changed immensely over the last decade. With us today is Scott Tucker from Classic Equine. He is going to talk to us about the ESP memory foam saddle pads, correct, Scott?
Absolutely, Josh. We're happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
You bet. Let's tell the folks some of the history and some of the origin behind the technology that you guys have evolved.
Absolutely. You know, the ESP pad, the ESP stands for extrasensory protection. And this is a pad that we developed. At this point, Josh, it's probably been 5 or 6 years ago. There have been some refinements to it along the way. But memory foam, folks, it's the same thing that you see in like the Tempur-Pedic mattresses that get advertised on television, the Swedish mattresses, you know, where you can jump up and down on one side and you can't feel your partner on the other. Well, same kind of open foam cell technology goes into these ESP pads. It's memory foam. And the beauty of memory foam is that it has memory. And I don't know if you can get a close-up on this, but I'm going to gouge my fingertips into this pad. And all of my fingerprints stay right there in that pad.
Yeah.
It has the exact same effect on your horse's back. Every horse has got a lot of little nooks and crannies, you know, hills and valleys, as my dad likes to call them.
Yeah.
And this memory foam goes over all of those hills and valleys. I like to say that it gives you a firm foundation to put a saddle on.
Sure.
And the great thing about memory foam is that it's easy to use, it's easy to work with, and it's very easy to maintain. We've made these ESP pads as bulletproof as we can. We put hospital felt, that's what this tan material is hospital felt. It comes out of the medical industry. It does a really good job of wicking away moisture, so this pad is not going to absorb a lot of moisture like a traditional wool felt will. You know, if you leave a horse saddled all day, you pull that pad off and it weighs about 60 pounds more than it did when you put it on. The idea with this hospital felt is the moisture is going to roll off, it's going to allow your horse to cool himself more efficiently, and it's not going to trap a lot of sweat underneath that saddle. Yeah. And it does a really good job of keeping moisture out of the memory foam. Yeah. And so that's why we put this hospital felt on the bottom. Yeah. But it's been a fantastic product for us.
Yeah. So this is kind of more of a this is your using type. This is the plain.
Felt top. We need to point out, folks, that you're looking at the bottom of the pad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're looking at the bottom of the pad, and I'm going to take this thing off here real gentle. This is the felt top version of it. If you've got folks that want a more traditional pad, they want some of the shock absorption that felt has to offer, like team ropers, that kind of stuff. This is generally the pad that those guys turn to. Yeah. But then among all the other ESP pads, we've got a lot of colors, as you can see. Yeah. A lot of really cool patterns. Everything that you're looking at is brand new for 2011 with these really great patterns and these blanket tops. And a couple of different treatments that we use on the bottom of the ESP pads. I showed you the hospital felt on the bottom of that pad. Another treatment that we use on the bottom of these ESP pads. This is in our contoured top pad, and our contoured top pad has got fleece on it. Yeah. And some people just had requests that they wanted a more traditional pad that kind of had that wool fleece look to it. Yeah. And they wanted kind of a deader feeling pad, so that's the purpose of the fleece. But then it's important to recognize that there is still memory foam underneath this fleece. Yeah. And this is the contoured top version. Yeah. We make several versions, but we make a contoured top version, as you can see, that'll conform to that horse's back. And then the majority of these on down are all straight top versions. Yeah. So you're getting basically the same guts or the same foundation within the entire line. Absolutely. At the core of the ESP pad is our memory foam technology. Yeah. Open foam cell technology. Yeah, and it's important to understand how much support that you get out of this. No matter what, a saddle pad cannot cure an ill-fitting saddle, but this is a great aid in saddle fit. Absolutely. You and I both know that every saddle can't fit every horse. Sometimes it's not financially practical. Obviously, we'd like you to have a saddle that fits your horse exactly, but changing pads is oftentimes a pretty easy way to correct some minor issues. Yeah, just a great saddle fit aid. You saw it right here on Shopping Western Style. Get your ESP Classic Equine pads at pfiwestern.com.
You'll love them, and so will your horse. Save $30 on these Classic Equine ESP saddle pads only at pfiwestern.com.